All right, today we're going to dive into a really fascinating philosophy from the world of Arreqqana. It's all built around this monthly observance they call Heart Resonance Day. But you know the whole thing, everything, it all starts with one simple but incredibly powerful question they ask themselves every single day.
And this question? It's the absolute core of their entire philosophy. Seriously. The best way to think about it is like a super quick physical filter they apply to, well, everything. A person, a plan, a big decision, you name it.
See, in Arreqqana, this isn't just about a fleeting mood or, a gut feeling. The answer your body gives is treated as a foundational truth. It's something that actually shapes their actions, their relationships, their boundaries. So, the big question is, how do they actually get that answer from their body?
Well, they have a really practical tool for it. It's a kind of mindfulness exercise called the resonance test. And its whole purpose, its only job, is to filter out all that mental noise so you can tune into what they call body truth.
And it's incredibly straightforward, really. All you do is name the thing you're thinking about, place a hand right on your sternum, take one slow breath in and out, and then you just quietly ask, resona or na resona? Which basically just means, does this resonate or does it not?
Now, what's so fascinating about this is just how tangible the signals are. This isn't some abstract concept. Expansion is a real physical feeling, like a softening in your chest, your breath getting deeper without even trying. And tightening is the complete opposite. That clamp in your chest, your breath gets all shallow, that feeling like you're bracing for impact.
So they have this really simple rule they live by, a kind of mantra. If it tightens, you pause. If it expands, you proceed gently. That's it. It's all about listening before you act. So how does this very personal practice scale up into a whole cultural event? Let's take a look.
Okay, so this personal practice, this is the foundation for a whole monthly observance. It's a day they set aside specifically for tuning the heart. It's called Delali Kila Rezona, which we know as Heart Resonance Day.
And this definition is so important. On this day, the heart isn't seen as this fragile thing, like a wound you have to protect. No, it's a kila, an instrument that needs to be tuned. It's a source of strength and clarity, not weakness. Big difference.
And this isn't some rare once-a-year holiday. It's a monthly reset, happening on the 8th day of every single month. And in their tradition, there's a reason for that. That's when the cosmic forces of what they call river and flame are said to align at the heart gate, which makes it the absolute perfect time for this kind of inner work. So the day itself is marked by these really specific, intentional rituals. It starts with anointing the heart with oil, and then, of course, performing the resonance test. But here's a really crucial part. Each person speaks one boundary vow out loud. Just one single no that's meant to protect their heart for the whole month ahead. It's this really powerful mix of introspection and quiet devotion. But why do all this? What's the point? Well, you can think of it like a cultural reset button. It's designed to stop that habit of overgiving. It's there to help you tell the difference between anxiety and real intuition. And maybe most importantly, it's about choosing things and people that fit you, instead of things that make you feel like you have to beg or betray yourself.
So this whole philosophy of resonance, it isn't just an internal practice. It actually permeates their entire visual culture. The aesthetics of the day, what things look like, are every bit as intentional as the rituals themselves.
And right at the center of the day's aesthetics is this sacred symbol, the Sikila Rezona seal. You can think of it like a visual map of the entire philosophy. It represents all the core principles, all in one single image. Every single piece of this has a specific meaning. That outer ring, that's the boundary. The inner diamond shape, the marquise, that's the tuned heart itself. Those two crescents are like gates for selective entry, and the 8 tiny dots, they represent the witness of the 8th day. It's literally an entire story told in one symbol. Now, this symbolism extends directly into the ceremonial fashion. They use this really distinct color palette: black, violet, silver, and pearl. And each color represents a concept, things like shadow, softness, clarity, and flame. And you can see this symbolism translated directly into specific clothes. Women wear what's called the heart temple gown, and it has this silver seam running right over the sternum. Men wear the Rezona guard attire, with a pin placed right over the heart. Every little detail is a physical reminder of what the day is all about. And of course, this philosophy is also expressed through food. The meals they serve on Heart Resonance Day are designed to feel a certain way.
soft, clear, and warm. It's all about embodying those principles of river and flame we talked about earlier.
The menu reflects this perfectly. You see dishes like milk-braised coastal fish, drinks like a violet milk tea, and even snacks like crescent-shaped chips. But the centerpiece is often this core milk cake. It's a soft cake with a berry layer right in the middle, symbolizing the heart itself. And there's even a rule for how they serve the food. Every single tray has to have something dark, something milk, and something citrus. And that's to make sure there's a balance of what they value: shadow, softness, and clarity.
So, okay, when you pull all of these different threads together, the tests, the rituals, the clothes, the food, they all point to one single, incredibly potent and unforgettable core law.
You know, they have what they call dark velvet lines. They're these short, powerful phrases that just perfectly capture the spirit of personal sovereignty and boundaries. And this is one of the most powerful. It just perfectly sums up the idea that access to your inner world isn't something that's just given out on demand. Ultimately, it all comes down to one single central rule. And here it is. Entry is by resonance, not request. This is the key takeaway of the entire philosophy. It means that access to your time, your energy, your heart, it's granted based on genuine alignment, that feeling of expansion, not just because someone else asked for it. The entire Arreqqana practice is really about learning to hear and then to honor that internal signal of what's true for you. And that leaves us with a pretty powerful question to think about for ourselves. In our own lives, what truly expands us? What truly resonates?